We illegally swam in a reservoir and survived.
Welcome to the table.
All right, so in today's lunchbox, we have a healthy option.
A healthier option than we usually do. Well, we usually, as in the one time we did.
One time, yes.
And that was a mistake.
Unbranded water.
Water is good for the soul.
Yep.
And it's good for sports activities that might happen at the end of this video.
Yeah, keep you hydrated, you know?
Yeah.
It's a little overlying theme.
Now, I'm going to pause for a second here. As you notice, we're outside.
Again.
And it's in the day.
It's the daytime.
So, I have a reason to wear these.
Yeah.
So
the snow is blinding.
The snow is really bright. It's also really cold.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
But
not as cold as last time.
That was rough. That was bad.
That was rough.
So, today, we're talking about
our first trip to Boston, our first big trip.
And my first trip out east past, at least in the United States, past like Virginia. So
Dang.
I really hasn't been further than that today. Even I went to New York. I don't know if that's close.
That's closer, yeah.
But I'd say, well, at least with my limited geographical skills, I'd say that's further east.
Yeah.
But was this your first time going anywhere like east? Like, I don't think I've ever taken a trip past.
I mean, the furthest I've been east, I think, is Virginia as well.
Yeah. I mean, obviously in the States.
Yeah. I mean, we've both been out of the States.
Yeah.
I've been to Germany multiple times, Taiwan.
So, this is our furthest trip, and
by ourselves.
We talked about it a little bit. It was, 500, I looked it up, 550 miles.
Yeah.
So, you think we'd plan this.
Yeah,
it was 9 hours.
You'd think.
And you'd think we'd plan it, but we did not. So we kind of free-handed this whole entire thing. And once we got to Boston, we figured out what we were going to be doing.
Yeah. It was kind of neat, just winging it the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we just to tell you guys, we left 2 hours late.
Yeah.
We were
for
planning
some reason.
Oh, for some reason.
Who knows? Not me.
Not you.
I don't know what happened, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just at your house for 2 hours.
Really? No, I don't think that's how it went.
So we planned to leave at 9?
Yes, and because I had to get stuff and I had to wash my clothing for the next week, 9 turned to 11 really quickly.
Yep.
So
it was a brisk 2 hours.
Brisk 2 hours.
But we eventually got out of there and got on the road. And I'll be honest, I was a little nervous at first.
At first, well, especially because I did not know your car that well. We've driven in your car quite a bit. But,
around town.
Right, but out on the highway, I have no clue.
Yeah.
And especially because I would be driving it eventually, because we had to split up the trip. There's no way.
No one's driving 9 hours straight.
Yeah, maybe 6. But
we'll get to that later.
So we drove out with plenty of supplies. We brought our computers. We brought
whole
everything.
PCs.
We brought everything. Really,
I could have lived at Max's house.
The only thing that we did not bring, well, the thing that we brought that was least useful was the sandwiches, because we brought sandwiches and they're uber nasty.
Oh, that was gross. We thought, since we were gonna be a little late, let's pack some food. You know, why not? We might get the munchies.
So
turns out we only had 4 ice cubes and 6 sandwiches?
Yeah, and
6
these sandwiches very quickly
spoiled real quick.
Very quickly spoiled. They smelled quite awful.
Yeah, it was bad. Thankfully, we had them in a closed cooler, like the big ones that you get water in.
It would have been more optimal if we could have gotten a regular cooler
or more ice cubes.
But the main point is that we made it. And once we made it to Boston, we had very little planned, but one thing Max did mention
many times
was the res.
The res.
So, to fill you in, the res is just an open pit of water. It's a reservoir, and it's used for drinking water and containing it, but we didn't exactly use it for drinking water.
Not really. I mean, we probably drank some.
Yeah, well, on accident.
Yeah.
So this reservoir, everyone goes to swim pretty much, and technically, you're not allowed. Actually, you're not at all.
Not
allowed.
technically, you aren't allowed.
If the police people have gotten caught before, and they've gotten not jail time, but serious, like very,
Fines.
very heavy fines.
Yeah.
Because this is a drinking facility.
People drink this water.
Yeah, this isn't for people to swim in, but it's also dangerous. Not to mention how deep it is. It is, I think, at its deepest point, like 150 feet deep.
Yeah,
so this isn't like a swimming pool. This is a legit like lake, like artificial lake.
Yeah, it is an artificial lake. It was the deepest thing I've ever seen. Like I've never, to be honest, I don't like the ocean.
Yeah. No.
You know, I'm not a big fan of the ocean. I'm not even a big fan of lakes. But you know, I got in the res. I looked down with my goggles and could only see about shins.
So the thing about drinking water is the visibility it's not necessarily low. It's just that light doesn't penetrate through deeper than like a few feet.
Yeah, probably 3 feet, I would say at most.
So your feet, as you dive into the depths, just disappear completely.
Yep.
So the first time jumping in, like the reservoir, it has this water pumping tower. It's a station, and everyone climbs up. There's like rope ladders. It's really, really sketchy.
It's jerry rigged, but
I got a
cool
huge
way.
splinter
In a cool
coming
way,
up.
though.
Well, I didn't think it was cool because I got a splinter, and that hurt really
It
bad.
made you feel like a rebel.
For the next 3 days, my toe hurt.
Yeah, that sucked.
But
I feel so
we
bad.
went up to the top. Okay, we had these goggles. I'll show some pictures right now of Ryan wearing his fashionable goggles.
Real fashionable.
Once we got to the res, I mean, jumping off the top was just like another experience. I do have videos.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
we took some nice videos.
It's crazy jumping from the top. It's a 13-foot drop. We measured it.
And the thing is, it's not the biggest jump. You know, I've jumped further down than 13
Oh yeah.
But there was something about it, probably just, you know, the color, the blackness of the water.
Yeah, add the water being dark and
the fact that there's rocks.
And it's illegal.
You have to hope that you get far enough to miss the rocks.
Yeah, Max jumped in. Max being 6'4", hit the bottom.
Yeah.
He touched the bottom with his toe. Not hard, but he did.
A true feat.
I think a combination of the darkness of the water and jumping off made it thrilling. Honestly, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but
like I've done things like ride the dragster. You know, obviously, some big thrills. But jumping off of this tower,
it's natural. It's something that's not like controlled. You're not constrained to certain things.
Anything could happen.
So this was, I mean, it was amazing. You didn't jump too many times.
I jumped once,
but it was still fun.
I actually said before I jumped, I said, "Watch this cannonball." Didn't do a cannonball, and I heard as I was going down, one of the kids say, "Where's the cannonball?" So I was kind of upset about that, but I was not jumping again. I'm a big scaredy cat when it comes to that stuff.
See, I jumped about 4 times. It's the only reason I didn't jump more is because it's like so hard to climb up. If we had like a step ladder, I would have, but
yeah, it was a tough climb.
So we thought that it was such a fun experience. And coming back,
it wasn't immediate.
Yeah, no, there was not at all.
So this is the res was something that we were told about leading up to this.
By everybody.
Max was telling us months beforehand, be like, "Oh, we're going to the res so many times."
And we went to a Walmart nearby. Max just saw his friends from school, and they're all like, "You guys going to the res?" And they're like hyping it up. Yeah. It's like this whole thing.
It's like a cult for the res.
Yeah, everyone loves the res. It's illegal. I think that's part of it, though. The wonder is it's illegal.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah,
but it wasn't all great. This was a 3-day journey we went on, and I think you remember this. The first day we tried to go. It was one of the first days we were there.
Yeah.
And we pulled up. There's not a parking lot. You have to just park on the street.
Next to these expensive houses.
Big old houses, nice houses. And we pull up, we park on the road. Everything's great, and then we're looking up and like there's a fog. It looks like a I don't know how to describe it.
The sky is
smog.
Darkened.
Yeah, it's like in little patches, there would just be darker skies.
And to note, this is, I think, wasn't that after the first time we went? Or
no, this is the first time we went.
Okay, so yeah, it was later at night, and we decided that we'd just show up.
Yeah, it was like evening. The sun was still there. Sun was
it
still
was
out.
starting to set.
Though. Yeah, but Max was like, this is the perfect time to do it. Sunset, it looks so good.
Wait, I thought it was the first time we went. We got up there, and then when we came back, we saw the gnats.
No, we walked out into the gnats, and then we were like, "Fuck this, we're getting back in the car."
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
We opened the doors
All right,
and they
continue.
flew
I'll
in.
cut that out.
Okay.
But that was crazy. Like it was a haze. It
Yeah.
legitimately, if you put on, it's comparable like on a very sunny day when you put on sunglasses.
Yeah.
It was that much darker.
Yeah.
Like the sky was black.
It was
and
a significant
It wasn't
change.
even that dark yet.
No, it
but
was-
the
the sun
light.
was still there.
The light was blotted out completely by these, and
So we thought, okay, you know, a little bit of a smog or something, kind of gross.
yeah, maybe someone has a fire though.
Maybe. And we were like, okay, cool. We'll still go swimming though.
We
We got our trunks on. We got our flip flops.
got dressed.
We took our shirts off.
Super excited.
We were
Hyped up
We
because
were-
everyone's
we were
hyped
ready.
up this
We
thing
were-
for months.
Yeah, because we were told nothing but good things about this place. We open the door. It's me, Dennis, Max. Did we have another?
It was
person?
Anna.
Anna, Max's brother's
Theo's
girlfriend.
Theo's girlfriend.
Theo's girlfriend. And we all open our doors pretty much at the same time. We get up and we're just breathing in gnats.
Just gnats. It's just
So-
a ton of those tiny little bugs, like thousands and thousands and
So
millions of them.
many.
I swear millions. There
Oh,
were
yeah,
definitely
for
like
sure.
millions.
For sure.
And we get out, we look up. There's this cloud. We notice that the cloud's moving. It's just gnats.
Yeah, it's not a smog. It's
And so what we
gnats.
decide is we're gonna go.
Yeah,
we
so-
got right back in the car.
Yeah. Also, what we realized is once we opened the doors, a bunch flew into my car.
Yeah, and air conditioning turned on, and gnats were pouring out of your air conditioning.
Yeah, that was gross.
So, we just left.
Yeah, that was
It
that was the
not
first
worth
try.
it.
First try.
So second try was where we jumped off and discovered all these wonderful things. And coming back from that, after we had gone there, we met some people. Like Max's friends came randomly. Like it was not planned. Which shows just how popular it is.
Yeah.
And then coming back, the sun starts setting. We take some good pictures, and then we walk down the hill. We get to your car, and there's the cloud again. Yet again, the cloud of gnats
It's
just
like
reappears.
It's like a shield around. They formed like a shield around my car where we couldn't get in without
And
going through them.
the worst part, driving back,
Yeah.
as we drove down the road, it was like rain. It was like it was
They were
sprinkling.
smacking my car. It was crazy.
And your car's white, so
Yeah.
it looked awful.
We
It looked
had-
disgusting.
Remember we had to when we got back
We had to
we
spray
had to
the whole
power
thing.
wash it and scrub it off. It
So
was bad. It
that
really
was
bad.
that was the second day. Now the gnats were nasty, but the times were. I mean, it was so fun.
It was fun when we were there.
Yeah, when we were there,
We,
it was.
we had like music blasting.
yeah, and
Everybody was jumping.
I took slow-mo videos.
some slow-mo.
We took pictures. It was great.
Yeah.
So we're like, we gotta do this one more time before we leave because we only got a week.
Yeah.
So third time coming back, we're like, let's do this.
Yeah.
It was forecast to rain, and we're just like, we're just gonna push
Screw it.
through. Hopefully, we can get there before the rain.
Because you can still swim in the rain.
Right, and sometimes you can beat the rain. It was scheduled like they said around 4 it would start raining. So we're like, all right,
We'll go a
3
little
o'clock.
earlier, 3. Yeah.
And so we left around 2:30, 3 o'clock to leave for the res. And this is towards the end of the trip, so it's
Yeah.
like this is like the last thing
We only
gotta
had
do.
a couple days left, including this one. So
Right. So we decide, okay, we're gonna get going. We get all of our swim trunks on beforehand, so we have
Yep.
as much time at the res as possible. And we go there, and it starts raining just a little bit.
it starts sprinkling
And
when we're pulling up.
yeah, we pull up,
Yeah.
and then we're like, okay, final check. Let's get everything in order. We get our towels, we get our goggles. We make sure everything's good. You apply some sunscreen,
Of course.
and then it just starts pouring.
Yeah, and we're not talking like a little bit more than a drizzle. We are talking
Like
torrential downpour.
torrential downpour.
It
like
was
a
nuts.
like we had Hurricane Sandy come through on the East Coast, and we got hit with like floods. It was that kind of rain.
It was bad.
And I think that's something to do with the res having its own like actual currents of air. And
Effect.
it's weird.
Yeah.
It's such a big body of water.
It's like a lake. It's a lake.
Right. And so we go up to the. I mean, me and Max are like determined.
Yeah. Anna and I decided
It's too rainy. It's too rainy.
We're not going
And
out
I
there.
don't blame you. But we and Max were like, we gotta do this at least once. We'll jump once and we'll get going. So we go up the hill, which is grassy. It's a grassy hill.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Crocs. Max is wearing nothing, just barefoot. And we're running up the hill, and running up this, it's a grass hill, so it's completely soaked with water, and we're running up the hill. Max and I are just sliding and falling and just like trying to get up this. It's like a 45-degree incline. It's super steep, and there's like barely any there's no steps or anything. It's not supposed to be. I mean, you're not supposed to be there, so there's no steps or anything. So it's like a deep incline.
Yeah, it's at like
And
a 45.
We're like sliding, and it's like pouring now. It's like it got worse. Like take those torrential downfalls and just multiply it by 1.5. It was just going.
Yep.
And as we got towards the opening, it was just wind blasting us, and we get up to the very top.
Yeah.
And we go to the verge of the barrier.
Yeah, there's a wall.
The wall surrounding the reservoir, and I look over, and Max is like, "Let's do it," and he comes up and sees what I'm seeing. And you just look over this expanse, and there's a haze, a fog. Not
Not gnats?
mosquitoes, or not gnats. It's just a fog, and it's thick. You can't see 10 feet that way. It's serious. And the rain is coming down harder than it ever has. I've never had that bad of a rainstorm.
Wow.
And it's hitting the water and creating waves. This reservoir, there's no current, there's no moving water, so there's no current, and these waves are like 3 feet tall.
Sheesh.
So we go up on this verge, we see clouds storming, right? We see rain coming down, wind blowing us like crazy, and waves 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Right.
And keep in mind the color of the water. It's pure
Black. So
It's-
these waves are just it's like ink, and as we go up to the top and just stare at it in awe, me and Max are silent, and you just see one single bolt of lightning, and it strikes in the dead center of the reservoir. And Max says, "Should we just do one jump?" And I said, "I've seen horror movies, okay? I've seen so many things. That's not it."
Yeah.
So we decide we're going to walk back again.
Yep.
So third day was about as successful as first day, and we just didn't swim. But fortunately, we got that second day, and that second day was amazing.
it was fun.
I would do that
Yeah.
any day of the week.
I didn't even swim, and I thought it was really
I mean, maybe if the timing was better, and we had less downfall and less gnats.
It was just an unfortunate turn of events.
Yeah, of course we didn't
got really
plan
unlucky.
anything. Like we said, it was. We
Totally
had
unplanned.
months. We had months, and it was a 550-mile trip. There was no reason not to plan, but we didn't.
Yeah.
So,
but that just kind of describes us in a way.
yeah, and hopefully that shows you that we're really dedicated to giving you guys the content we can, regardless of the time or the planning. Because
Absolutely.
let's be real, this show is not planned most of the time.
No,
it's
this
just
is-
we get up, we're like, should we film? We film. So hopefully you guys enjoy this content. Favorite, comment, subscribe, dislike if you please.
Yeah. Tell us what we need to do if there's anything that we should fix.
Or anything you'd
about
like
the
to
show.
see. And anything you liked.
We're really open.
Yeah, let us know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. It's up to you guys. This is your show as much as ours. So, bell ringer. So what do we have for the bell ringer today?
Today, the bell ringer is a 3-point contest. The winner is the person who makes the most threes.
But there's no hoop.
Let's go to the gym.
What's up, guys? Lunch table back here at the beautiful gym.
I love this gym.
This gym's
It
amazing.
sounds so good.
It sounds so good in here.
Hey!
But you know what makes this place the greatest?
What's that?
I've heard we have a special guest coming in.
Oh boy.
Now, I don't know when he's coming in.
Oh,
It's Max. Max is back! So the rules are simple. All you gotta do is take 5 shots around the court. Every 5th shot is counted as 2 points. And no, we are not timing this. We're not that good at basketball, so who cares? But there is no money rack. It would be just kind of hard to calculate for us. So let's get right to it. All right. So here's the deal. We gotta decide who's going first. Yeah. So shoot for ball.
You want to do free throws?
Yeah, let's do free throws. All right. Looks like your boy gets to decide who goes first, and I choose Max. How many have you taken?
I had to hold him apart every shot.
You want to restart?
Yeah, can we start?
Yeah, let's restart. Have it on the thing anyways. Four and 5. How'd you feel about that?
How much you get?
Not happy.
So, Max, although we're bad at math, you got 12 first round.
Yeah.
So, next up, Ryan,
I go? Dope.
and we'll see how he does.
All right, y'all ready for this? 3 at best.
Hey, it's gonna be good. Is that
Cut that.
I'm zooming in on Max for that mistake. Ryan, how you feel about that mistake?
I don't know. I'm feeling good about this round though. It's like the best I've done in a while. So
Because I'm here.
yeah, I'm trying to impress him. So. I'm not keeping track.
I honestly thought that was 5, but we'll do one more.
Did you beat me in score?
No. See.
So the only chance, so you didn't beat him.
No.
Okay, so I have to beat Max. That's the only this is the last of it. So. Okay, all right. Good job, Ryan. Your score is right here. And you know, since I'm editing this, I'm just gonna point out that we shot B-roll right before this, so I did take a second try at this, but that got deleted. So enjoy it. Just watch. We shouldn't have done people before that.
nope.
I'm like so tired.
Was it? What is it?
Brian Scalabrine. Wait.
Hey, you got the rag?
Yeah.
Where's the rag at? Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
360 fadeaway dunk.
hit that shit.
Get up there.
Let's go.
Help, guys. Help me. Help.
Traumatized.
It's so scary.
Hey. Wait a minute. How do you feel about that one? Well, it's better.
First one,
It was better.
but hey, let's be real. My man Max here. He's a little taller and he's a little better at basketball. But Max, hey, good game. But you never have my range. All right.
Feels bad.
Ending video, a really good dunk.
Let's see it.
Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. You guys know we try really hard to make this content and try to put it out on a weekly basis, but hey, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
I'm black. I can't believe I hit. I was like, you missed it. I was just like dumb shit. I went. Fucking high as fuck.
Oh my, I just got that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Holy.